Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea. I know that. You probably know that. If not, you might be new. So hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Chelsea. We stay spicy over there, over here. Here is where we stay spicy. It says stay spicy over there though. You can stay spicy anywhere, it's fine. So today we have yet another Monat pitch video to go over. I've reacted to this girl before and I just thought she was really funny. So we're gonna react to her yet again. We have 2 videos from her and I'm hoping that I can react to both of them before I have to go to therapy in like half an hour. So let's get into it.
The biggest months of the entire fetching year are going to be your Smart Start period. And for every 4 customers, you're going to get a $60 bonus on top of commissions. For every market partner, you're going to get a minimum $50 bonus on top of commissions. For every 4 customers and 1 market partner, on top of all those bonuses and on top of all those commissions, you're going to get a $150 bonus. And every time you do this 3 times, you get a $500 bonus. And there is no limit. You can do that as many times as you want. And you've got all the holiday sales, all of the new launches, all of the momentum from Monations, while you are earning all of these bonuses.
So she's talking about the Mo neighborhood, building a block, the Smart Start bonuses. Now, when you first join Monat, they have this thing called Smart Start, but it's basically a way for like them to structure it out to where, I don't want to say you have like a clear path to like rank up, because obviously you should have that anyways, but you basically like if you get a bunch of people to join and like check off these boxes or whatever, so basically they give you an extra bonus for like ranking up faster, for building this Mo neighborhood or something. The Smart Start bonus is what it's called. And now she's saying that you can do it as many times as possible or whatever, because it used to only be for, I believe it was like the first 6 months of like your, not first 6 months, no, it was the first 3 months is what it was. It was available your enrollment month and the 2 months after that. Now she's saying that like everyone has access to that. Like you can do it as many times as possible now, and you can still get that bonus. But from what I heard from people who are higher up, they had been saying that after a certain rank, you don't get that anymore. A lot of people don't realize with money, and obviously people who are in it will be more deceptive about it. It's not sustainable at all. And we've talked about that multiple times, but those people who just bought products most likely aren't gonna buy, more hair care products until like a month or 2 down the line. So then you're not going to be able to get money from those customers for a good while as well. Now that means you're having to recruit more people every single month, but then also try to get more people to buy under you or your downline to buy products from you as well. My point is that it's not sustainable at all because you are constantly having to recruit more and more people every month. It's super inconsistent. It's not sustainable. You have to keep recruiting, and that doesn't even count the people who fall off. So actually being able to do all of this is pretty hard, but I think one of the reasons why they want you to try to do that and like incentivize you to rank up like super quickly with the retention rate of not only network marketing companies, but especially with money, people drop off so fast. You're able to have that extra incentive to try to recruit as many people as you can and as many customers as you can right away, and then also give them that incentive and try to help them do that because it also benefits you. Then you will most likely stay in longer because you're like, oh, well, shit, I made $1,000 within my first 2 months. So yeah, like I'm making money now. I have to keep going. So it's really just all smoke and mirrors, and it's not really something that you're able to continue to do forever.
These 3 months are the best time to join to make crazy money.
What do you know? It's yet again the best time to join a network marketing company. Who would have thought? You know how we said last month was the best month to join? No, this month is. You know how we said the month before? No, this month is. The best time to join a multi-level marketing company, specifically money, is never.
I wish I was starting my business September 1st and that I was about to make $1,000 on an opportunity that I wasn't even 100% sure was for me. I'm still gonna make thousands of dollars, okay? Everybody makes thousands of dollars as long as they do anything for their business during this time of the year. But I'm not in my Smart Start, so I'm not gonna make as much money as you.
Ma'am, congratulations. You are getting reported to the Florida Attorney General's office. Yikes, because that's an income claim. Not everyone's making money. Michaela, not everyone's making money. Come on. Like, you're vibrant. You got a Dragon Ball Z shirt on. Like, you already got my heart. You're a blonde who has great looking skin. I'm creating a life for you in my head, but who I assume is funny. Who knows? She could be a bore. But you like Dragon Ball Z, girl. Yes.
You and I could put in the same amount of work right now. and you will make more money because you're in your Smart Start period, and you're going to get bonuses for things that I can't because I'm not in my Smart Start period.
But like I said, she just contradicted herself again, because she was saying that anyone can get this. You can do this as many times as you want, but why can't you? Is it just for like new people who sign up right now? Like, that's kind of messed up. Doubtful that if someone who signs up under you is recruiting all those people, and that they're going to make more money than you, because you are benefiting off of them, because all that goes towards you. As long as you're maintaining like your ranks and like what you need to do, you're gonna still be making more money off of them. So
I envy you for that. Don't miss out. If you've been thinking about doing this business, just push. I know I just threw like a lot of information at you. I'm gonna put up a post in a few minutes where I'm gonna kind of make it a little easier so you can read over that post, take in the information, save it, pray about it, talk to your husband about it. I'm telling you guys, I share this opportunity. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get emotional.
why? Why? Let me go ahead and finish that sentence for you, girl. You share this opportunity because it makes you money. Just the vibe that I was getting before she's like about to start crying, which is again cringy, but and how she was phrasing it, you know, I'm jealous of you, I'm envious of you, you can make more money than me. The pressure off of this sale. I used to do this quite a bit as well. Very common and very good sales tactic. You know, the takeaway, taking pressure off the sale. And, you know, if someone's going back and forth with you and being like, you know what? Hey, if you want to go with someone else, that's fine. Just give me a call back when you're ready. I have all this information here. I know what I can supply you. I know there's problems I can solve for you. I know this is what you need, but that's fine. We'll have a lot of catching up to do when we talk in inevitably a month or two. And then they'll call me back the next day and be like, oh my God, you're right, Chelsea. You're so right. Kind of like that, the taking the pressure off the sale of being like, oh, well, this is more about you. I'm jealous of you that you're going to be able to do this. And like, I don't have access to that anymore. And it's like, okay, but stop acting like this is an altruistic thing that you're doing here, because it's not.
Life, you guys. When Robert and I were dating, we lived 3 hours apart. And everyone told us how busy we were going to be when we got married, and we'd be working so much, we'd be going to school, and we would hardly see each other. And I was so scared. I remember sitting on my bed with my mom and just breaking down and just telling her how I don't want to miss him after we've gotten married. I'm marrying him because I want to spend time with him. My love language is quality time. It's very hard for me to not have time with my husband. Everyone was telling me all these stories, and I had friends where this is their reality, where they only saw their husband on their way to bed, and that seemed worse than not being married to me. You guys, like, I have so many vivid memories of driving home from Robert's house and just sobbing because I missed him so much, and nobody understood, because in their eyes it was like, well, you're about to be married, you're gonna see him all the time. But I was afraid that wasn't gonna be true. I was afraid that I was gonna marry my best friend.
Girl, I don't want to invalidate her feelings or her experience, but it sounds like you're making all of that up in your head. Absolutely making up that fear. Have there been times where, you know, me and mine are on opposite schedules and, you know, all that. But yeah, but we also still would have, you know, days off together, or like a few hours here and there together, and be able to spend that time together. Plus, you typically live together when you're married. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I mean, when you're younger, I mean, in a newlyweds, trying to make stuff work, you know, maybe you're financially struggling together and, you know, trying to make things happen. I mean, yeah, there's so many people that like, that's their reality. And it's not to invalidate her feelings, because other people have gone through something too, and their experience was maybe not as traumatic as she's making it sound, but it really sounds like this is the like network marketing mindset here, where she's like, oh, well, now I can work for my phone, and like now I can do this and that, and like I get to see him more. And it's like, okay, but are you present with him? Like I don't know, I'm not there with them obviously, but it's like it's weird. That's weird. Like I feel like she's making it sound like so much more traumatic than like that actually is. Like, you're married, you got the rest of your lives together, calm down. Like, you have weekends or days off or whatever. You're gonna be just fine. You don't have to cry about it and then say that a multi-level marketing company saved your marriage and your life and your relationship just because it sounds like you were like super immature.
Hardly see him, and here I am driving away from him again. Oh my gosh. And so when we got married and I heard about money and I was sent the opportunity video, I was with another company. I knew how to make money in direct sales. I knew what a good compensation plan looked like. And so when she sent me the Smart Start video and the compensation plan, I knew that that was just the best choice. And we were literally married for like a month. And so this was the first decision we had to make together. And we were planning a camping trip. So, you know, I figured unplugging for a couple days and just praying about talking together would be a good time to decide. And so that's what we did. And when we came home, we decided that this would be a good opportunity. And when I got my product pack, I'll never forget Robert looking at the Rejuvenique oil bottle and saying, yeah, that's a better company. His exact words. And it was just like this confirmation that we were doing what we were supposed to be doing. And you guys,
Because of the packaging? Sometimes a silver tube gave you the confirmation that you're supposed to... Girl, you're just looking for a sign anywhere you can. Like, good Lord.
if it wasn't for that decision, if I hadn't had the nerve and the faith to make that decision, we would not be where we're at, especially emotionally. Okay, financially, we'd probably be doing okay. You know, Robert has a really great job. He makes good money. He works hard. You know, he makes enough to cover our needs and extra. You know, my money mostly goes towards fun stuff and savings, and we don't really rely on my income. And that was really important to me from the time I was a teenager, because I've always wanted to stay at home mom. I never wanted to be stuck working because we relied on my income. So that's just a priority kind of budgeting thing.
Listen, if he's okay with that too, great. That would typically mean, at least how I'm taking that, is that her income from Monat really doesn't need to be a big amount for her to survive on, because it would be like the equivalent to like a part-time job or less, right? So probably like $1,000 a month. That is typically not enough for anyone to survive on. $1,000 a month? Probably not. It's just interesting that she just said that, because we've previously heard her say that like it has changed her life financially. It has changed her life, in other ways. And like, she's making so much money and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, girl, you just contradicted yourself again.
It's the time that we have together. It's the ability to make a residual income, which means that I can sign up one customer, and every time they order for the rest of their life, I make money without having to do anything.
She's teaching us what residual income means, which she's wrong about it, but it's fine. So residual income, meaning that you are doing the work once and then you continue to get paid off of it. However, the way she just phrased it is wrong, because she just said, and I know I'm being a little nitpicky a-hole about this, but she said a customer orders and then every time they order for the rest of their life, she gets paid on it. Well, not if you don't remain active with Monat, not if you leave the company, and not if you don't make your PV requirement, your personal sales volume requirement for the month. No, you won't get paid out.
Make money without having to do anything. It's the ability to work on my own time. It's the ability to sit at the hair salon getting my hair done and talk to girls about shampoo. It's the flexibility. It's the no income cap. It's the knowing that I can make as much as I want to make, and that nobody's gonna stop me, and that I can earn my own pay raises, and that when he comes home.
At many employers, good employers, you will get what's called a merit increase every year, to keep up with the cost of living. I understand that that is an overgeneralization. I know that a lot of places don't do that, so keep that in mind. Many corporate organizations, departments, whatever, do that. And if you are doing your job, doing a good job at your job, and you have been there for the required amount of time, then you will earn a pay increase. And the great thing about that is that is guaranteed paycheck every 2 weeks, every month, every week, however often you get paid. But that's not the case with this. So you are not earning your own pay increases. Technically, your downline is earning those for you, because you can't earn those just off of yourself.
That's what it's about. That's why I did this. That's why I took the risk. That's why I spent the money on the product pack. That's why I get up every day on here, and despite ridicule and despite what anybody might think, I get on here and I my products and I talk about my shampoo, because it's fetching changed my hair, which picture's worth 1,000 words. You guys can see the difference in my hair. I don't need to preach to you about that. But it's because I don't want to be ships past. the night with my husband. I didn't marry him so that I could see him sometimes. I married him so that all of our time could be spent together. And that's the goal. Right now, we're in a place where we're transitioning, right? We're going to school, we're working.
Does she not know that there are work from home jobs, especially work from home part-time jobs, that isn't on like opposing schedules? Like when someone says like a ship passing in the night, rather I think it means you're on opposite schedules. Like we were for like 8 years. It's crazy. I gotta school these young girls about marriage. Let me fudge and tell ya. Let me fetch and tell ya, as she just said fetching instead of the F word. Michaela, stop trying to make fetch happen. But also, it's like you already said that you don't really need extra money. Like y'all aren't reliant on that. But it's just, so then like, why even do it?
We're figuring out who we want to be when we grow up. But the goal is to be a full-time family and to have the dream house and to live the dream and to travel. And that's possible because of Monat. And regardless of the goal.
No, it's not. You literally just said that your husband is the breadwinner and he makes good living to where, and like you're in school or he's in, so she keeps saying we, and it's like, are y'all doing that together? Like, are y'all in the same body? What's happening? You're two different people. You could have a different job and be able to do the same exact thing and be a full-time family. Also, what does that mean? A full-time family? That's not a thing.
I love where we're at now. I love that he comes home and I'm here. I love that when we want to do something on the weekend, we can. I love that we're able to just do this trip to St. Louis and that we're able to just go on cruises and we're able.
It sounds like she just doesn't want to work, maybe. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But what you're doing right now is work. You can't say that it's not. And it is an emotional strain and a mental strain for sure. Again, overgeneralization, but you're just describing like a normal life. Monat is not the reason why you can go do stuff on the weekends. It's not the reason that you have freedom. Like, there are jobs that are fully remote that you could still travel with, that you could still do all this stuff with.
Graduates, all of these things are possible because I am my own boss. So many memories that we've made are possible because I sell shampoo. And that's why I get on here.
Not because you sell shampoo. It's because you're a contracted employee, because you work remotely. That's why. It has nothing to do with shampoo. You could actually probably do more, my girl, if you had a job that like paid you well. Because I'm sure this one doesn't.
Yeah, this month I'll get a hot tool when you sign up as a market partner. I've got so many fetching hot tools, you guys. I want you to join this business, but I don't need you to join this business. I could make just as much money selling explicitly shampoo.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You also can't keep your rank. There's taking pressure off the sale. There's that takeaway tactic. And then there's just straight up lying. Like in the last video that we reacted to, that she was pitching this as well, she even said, she's like, I don't make money when you sign up. Like, you're lying. And then again, I get a hot tool. That's not in the compensation plan. What are you talking about? No, you don't. You get an enrollment bonus. Like, what are you talking about, girl? Come on, stop lying. Stop lying, especially when it's so easy to look up. Like, what are you doing? Oh my God, it's frustrating.
Have to enroll anybody as a market partner, but I know the blessing that this business is. I know what it's like to be scared.
As a market partner, meaning the first rank, what she just said technically is not true. Yeah, that works. That's a double negative, I know. So she said, as a market partner, you don't have to enroll anyone. Technically, that's true because as a market partner, meaning the lowest rank, you don't have to recruit anyone. But I'm pretty sure she's not at the lowest rank. Michaela, according to your Facebook and your LinkedIn page, you worked at IHOP and I guess the church, Mormon church or something. Listen, I'm not saying that like being a server at IHOP is like not stressful and I hated going to work when I was younger too. I get it, or in general. But you worked part-time at IHOP. You're acting like you like woke up at like 5 a.m. every morning, drove to a building, went in your cubicle and like got yelled at by your boss. And I think this girl's living in her own reality.
That sucks way more than spending $199 on a business opportunity that makes money back.
Michaela, I don't want to have to report you, but I'm going to, so.
There is nothing in this world scarier to me than not living up to my full potential and not getting to where I want to go and not spending time with my husband and spending time with my kids one day. There's nothing that scares me more than that. I would pay $200 every month for this freedom.
Just sitting here thinking of like all the things that are scarier than not being able to spend time with your spouse or your kids.
Every month for this freedom. And instead, I paid it once, made it back almost immediately, and now I make monthly, weekly paychecks on this opportunity. I know I'm talking a lot, but you guys, you need to hear it. I needed to hear it. And luckily, I had somebody there to tell me, girl, this opportunity would change your life. And I took her up on it, and it has. And it continues to, and I am so excited for the future. If you thought about doing this business, stop.
I wish I would have just cut it right there where she said stop. No, you're right, stop. If you've been waiting and holding off on starting this business, just stop and walk away. Just get out, run. Don't even think about it because it's a scam.
And just do it. You know where I am. I'm here all day. You know my inbox is open. Message me. Let's get cracking. Let's get you started.
But like, girl, if you're here all day and you're constantly trying to sign other people up so you can make that part-time income, are you going to be able to spend more time with your spouse and your kids? From what I've seen, it doesn't seem like it. Good Lord.
Let's change your freaking life.
All right, y'all, we actually do have one more from her, and it's only 3 minutes long. 4 minutes long, pardon me.
Let's talk about flexibility and remote work really quick, okay? Raise your hand if you've ever driven to work with a pit in your stomach. Raise your hand if you've heard an alarm go off in a TV show or a movie and it immediately set you on edge. Raise your hand if you've sat for at least 5 minutes in your work parking lot just staring at the building. Because I have.
You did that outside of IHOP? Listen, I'm just going off of the LinkedIn. I understand people don't always put their entire full work history on LinkedIn or on Facebook, but if she had worked other places, I feel like she would have put it on there. Anyways, there's nothing wrong with working at IHOP. IHOP is delicious, okay?
I've cried when that alarm went off in the morning. I've cried in the bathroom just trying to get off of my feet for a second by sitting on the toilet and just staring. I don't know why we have such visceral reactions in these situations, but if I were to pose a guess, it would be because we feel trapped. We feel cornered. We're stuck in a job that doesn't bring us any joy or passion. As human beings, we crave freedom, we crave excitement.
I mean, you can love your job and still not like the sound of the sound of the alarm, and still not enjoy like waking up and leaving your house. That sounds morbid, but that's possible. I'm right there with you. I'll hear that alarm and I'll just cringe. But that happens with a lot of people. This girl doesn't even need to work, from what she just said in the last one, and that she like makes like part-time income and says that she has all this freedom and all that. Like, now that we know more of a backstory and that I looked on her LinkedIn and her Facebook, like...
And the routine of getting up every day and going and doing something we don't enjoy is miserable. And that's not to say that I think work should always be fun. I believe in grit. I believe in pushing through. Working hard is hard. It's in the title. But I do believe that it shouldn't feel like pulling teeth every day. I think humans crave more. We crave to be in charge of our own destiny. We crave to have meaning in our lives. And I think that's very evident in how we feel about our occupations.
You're acting like you are performing life-saving surgeries on like orphan baby elephants. You're not providing a just wonderful life-saving opportunity for people. Ooh, I need to calm down. I'm getting mad. Everything's fine. Good God. Yeah, it's not that, girl. It's really not that. Then again, what do I expect? From, no offense to Mormons, but from someone who is young, Mormon, and everything else that I've heard her say already, like, you know, just clearly not rooted in reality. Again, hey, you can be a Mormon and, you know, not practice it as if it is a cult. That's okay. You can do that.
I see memes and reels every day about, faking a personality 40 hours a week to be able to make a paycheck, and about, realizing that work isn't a place, it's a state of being, and all these, all of the content about how miserable it is to work a job.
Having a professional persona isn't like miserable, I wouldn't say. It would say it's more so like how there's like your professional work self and then there's like your real self outside of work. It's called being professional, lady.
That isn't fulfilling and that you have no control over. And so if you're working a job that fulfills you, that you're excited about, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who raise their hands in that poll.
But also that's not correct either, because someone could have felt like that and answered, like, for instance, I answered those questions because they applied to me too, previous jobs. And also because I'm old. I'm not old. I'm young. I'm 31. Still, like, girl, you asked such general questions that like could get a response from anyone. So yeah, I'm sure everyone raised their hand for that. Your occupation, your job, it can fulfill you. If it does, that's great. It doesn't have to. It's the work you do to get money. It doesn't have to fulfill you. It doesn't have to make you a better person. It doesn't have to make your life better. I swear, once you see it as just that, a means to get money, and let other things in your life, things that really make you happy, fulfill you, your entire life will be better. I'm not going to promise you that because I'm not all about making false claims, but clearly she is.
I'm not saying you have to quit your job. I'm not saying you have to make any huge moves. I'm just here to tell you that there are other options, because I've been there and I craved more. And that's why I was enticed by and why I currently love what I do as a representative for Monat in indirect sales, because I'm my own boss. I'm in control of my schedule. I never have to wake up with that pit in my stomach. I never cringe at the sound of an alarm in a movie anymore. I don't have to sit in the parking lot and wish that somebody would just burn it down. You know what I mean? I still have to work. I still have to...
Girl, should we go check on the IHOP that you used to work at? Did you burn it down?
It's discipline, but I don't have to wake up at 6:30 or 5:30, and I don't have to call in sick, and I don't have to sacrifice time with my husband in order to make a paycheck. I can live life on my terms and make a residual uncapped income from sharing what I love on social media. And
you're not. That's it. Just you're not. You're not making a residual income from sharing the products that you like, because that's not how that works. You're making an income from selling a product and recruiting people into the company you work for to do the exact same thing that you do, which is sell a product and recruit people to do the exact same thing that you do. It's funny that she's like, I don't have to wake up at this time or this time. You could just like, I don't know, get a job that has a different schedule, get a job that has a flexible schedule where it's just like, hey, as long as you get your work done, I don't care how long you work. I mean, there's so many things you could do. You could be a virtual assistant. You could do transcribing, which is also technically like copywriting, I guess, too. There's a bunch of things you could do and all work remote. Like, I don't have to call in sick. Well, okay, but also, if you are not working in Monat, you are going to be missing out on money. It's kind of worse because if you were to call in sick, you would at least have sick pay.
So I'm talking to you if you're craving more, if you're sick of that kind of grind. There are other options. And you don't have to join just because you're interested, but if you have questions, drop them here. Because this opportunity is amazing. This opportunity will change your life if it does nothing other than give you a little peace of mind. And it doesn't mean you have to quit your full-time job. This is something that you can do on your time. That's the beauty of it.
This girl, I swear. That was awful. I hope that she realizes that one, she's in a cult. She probably won't, because it seems like she grew up in a cult too. So it's all just going to go in one ear and out the other. My girl, Michaela, please stop lying in your videos. Please stop misrepresenting the truth. And please be transparent, because almost nothing that I saw right there was transparent. So, all right, y'all. I have to go film another video, actually, too. I hope you have a great day-night weekend, or whenever you are watching this. Remember to stay spicy, or stay sploy, whichever one you want. I know it says stay spicy, but I know a lot of you, like myself, sometimes feel a little bit more sploy than spicy. So do whatever you want. Remember how valuable you are. Your feelings are valid. Your butt looks great. Go move your body, okay? You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to go run, but just like move your body. Even if you're just like stretching, do that, please, okay? Take care of yourself. And I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.